So what on earth is a rite of passage? It's something ancient. It's something that we have forgotten in modern society, but it's something that every man feels the absence or lack of. So if you think of it this way, we go through distinct stages in our life, from toddler, boy, to teenager, to adult, to married, father, death of a parent, elder, and then all the way to the end, to the death of self. Okay, these are all distinct stages within a life. Now, one thing you will have known in your own life is going through these stages, there are huge changes within you, and there's huge changes within your family. We are not the same people that we were when we were boys versus when we are men. And we are not the same people from young adult to father. Now, the thing is, every single time we go through a stage or a transition and we're actually stepping up this ladder or staircase of life, so to speak, that shift demands the death of the old self. In traditional cultures, these shifts, they were marked with celebrations or with ceremonies, challenges even. It was moments where the community said, no longer are you a boy, now you're a man. These weren't just physical tests or challenges like we all think of, going into the jungle and killing a lion. There were places where you heard the stories of other people that had gone before you, so you could know what the world was like. There were places where you were honored for your unique gifts and talents. It was a place where you could build a vision for the future. And it was a place to be challenged, a place to understand that now you are leveling up or going up in skills. And all of this gave you a purpose for where you were going. You did not come back the same person. You built resilience and you felt like you belonged. So yeah, at this point, you didn't just act like a man, you felt it. And all the men around you, they saw you as one. It wasn't just men, it was also women. They had rites of passage too. But this whole process, this ceremony of change, this moment that got you and the other people around you around the same age to move upwards was a huge part of society. And one that we have scrapped today, completely scrapped. But what has it done to us? It's done some terrible things to us. Boys become men nowadays in name only. There's no challenge, no brotherhood, no transformation. The behaviors of a boy stay the same, and I am seeing this in men all the way up to them 40s and 50s. Why do you think it feels like the world is run by temper tantrums? By men who want to hold power at all costs and don't care about anyone else? They're still portraying the elements of boys. Boys. A boy is somebody who wants to hoard all power for himself. He doesn't want to share it with the community. The boy is somebody who never admits that he's wrong. A boy is somebody who cannot handle his emotions. When fights happen, they'll turn it around and blame it on the other person. And boys also do not really want a relationship with the feminine. Secretly, they want a relationship with the mother who never gave them the love that they felt like they deserved, or gave them too much. And now they just want that over and over again. So rites of passage was also a way that we overcame that. And we're just staying boys, we're lonely, we're distracted, we're directionless. That boy-like behavior is making us addicted to porn, addicted to food, addicted to people-pleasing. It's making us nice guys, not really caring about our own needs, not ever looking after ourselves, not even feeling like we're worthy of looking after ourselves. So we trade purpose for comfort, power for approval, trade brotherhood for isolation and loneliness, depression, burnout. And that is where the rite of passage solves that. Now, this is not something that just needs to happen for 17-year-olds. This needs to happen at every stage in our life. And it's one of my missions in life to do this for the men that never had one, for the men that kept those behaviors for way too long, when they were meant to be men, but we still feel like boys. And that was me. That was me not too long ago. Getting married and still not knowing how to master my emotions, not knowing how to communicate effectively, not knowing how to actually get what I want in life. So I want to help 25 to 35-year-old men have the rite of passage that they never had as a 17-year-old and mark that transition, clear that boy-like behavior so they can move into responsibility, authority, power right in the stage of life when they need it. And I get it. It might be overwhelming to feel like you're in the group of men. I was like that too. Oh, women are just my friends. But that's also a sign that you never had a rite of passage. It's also a sign of you never got used to male energy, even your own. And I want to change that, because once you do get used to it, once you do find that within yourself, you'll actually feel like, oh, I am more me than I've ever been. So I've created the masculine initiation. It's my version of a rite of passage. And this masculine initiation, it takes all the elements of a rite of passage that a 17-year-old would go through with their parents or their fathers or their elders. And it brings it to these men, and we do it in a brotherhood together. I often run it with 12 men in a location where we can be together for around about 7 days. So it's not just a retreat. It's not just a little bit of yoga and breath work. It's so much more, and it's a lot more fun too, as you leave with actual clarity, a sense of purpose and direction, feeling like you're stronger in yourself and your mind than you've ever been before, and with a fire in your gut and your belly to make sure that you go and get the life of your dreams. And so maybe now you finally understand what a rite of passage is, and I cannot wait to see you there with me.